Guys, did you know that Pakistan and India, they are now at fighting point? And these are two atomic powers which are actually standing out and they want to fight. And that can have great implication for the world. Now, Pakistan, it thought, actually, according to India, that Pakistan had some terrorists who attacked India and they killed a lot of tourists. Which actually angered India. And India today has retaliated by killing, it's estimated 3 people and 12 injured. So this is actually two atomic powers. And now Pakistan want to retaliate and to hit India back. Now we see this war might go very, very far because we are talking about these people have ideologies that unless you are there, you cannot understand. But these are, all these superpowers with weapons, they have some spirit in them which does not make them think normally. So these are powers of the earth, as we say it. So, and these implications can go very far, actually. When I was there, I think what I realized is that people don't speak about these matters. People don't speak about these matters. And people are more cautious when it comes to actually taking concern of these matters. But the thing is, the enmity between Pakistan and India has been there for quite a while. And these have gone to war together, and that separated them, and then Bangladesh as well. And they have been really at war with each other. And mostly it's because of religion. One is a Hindu, one is actually a Muslim. And the Muslim does not want anything to do with the Hindu, and the Hindu does not want to do with the Muslim. So in Pakistan, for example, you have Hindus who do not have a lot of rights. They are not allowed to do a lot of things. Christians are really lucky, and Christians are allowed to have a lot of a lot of things, to have fellowship. But when it comes to Hindus, they are really not allowed to have really fellowship. So they're kind of restricted in many ways. Hindus are not allowed to do many things in Pakistan, and they cannot live anywhere. They have to live in specific places. And that's what I think I realized in Pakistan as well. There is a phenomena because it's a 95% Muslim country. And at the same time, you find out that there is some sections or some parts. This is at least what I saw in Lahore. Some sections where Christians are there. And these sections are very I can say extremely poor place. So as you can see, this is a Christian area, and you can see how how people are. They're drilling water. Well, compared to many other places, that was yeah. So I think it depends on where you find yourself. But anyway, this was an example of what I'm talking about when I'm saying Christians areas. So this is one of it, and they're trying to drill water to get water from the underground and to make a borehole, which is actually normal to see. I think it would be normal to see it again in all Pakistan, but places, extremely poor places, and they really lack of everything. But you can see that in the Muslim community, yes, of course, which is everywhere almost. You can see that life is really, I can say, it's better, not that very good, but a little bit better. So that's what happened. So it's all religious. So I can think that the Hindus are even much more worse, considering what I saw, because the Muslims are ruling there, and then they have everything. They have the power, they have the police, they have everything. It's the people, actually, the majority. The Christians are really a poor minority, and sometimes even persecuted. They can't do. There is a law that is set there that Christians cannot propagate or evangelize their belief, and that law, it can lead you into condemnation, and then you are condemned and arrested. So Christians are very careful in these in Pakistan, at least in Pakistan and in many Muslim countries. I was also in Qatar. It's the same situation. Christians are not free. Christians are hiding. In Qatar, I think it's worse, because there then you have Christianity. I mean, people hiding to worship, and you can't just put yourself openly. You have to have, at least to have a registration, you have to register yourself as a Christian in order to have access to pray. And not only that, but you also have to have, for you to get the permission, you have to have 2,000 members. Was it 200 members in order for you to actually have a place of worship, to be allowed to worship, not to have a place of worship, but to be allowed to worship. So we see sometimes we really don't know what freedom is like unless you live in a country where there is no freedom and you pass there. Freedom is priceless, guys. Freedom is priceless. Freedom is above anything you would have ever thought. Because just to be able and free to worship is a gift of God. It's grace. I'm not going to preach here, but it's really grace. To have that freedom and to worship, to praise the Lord, and to speak about Jesus to whosoever you will and whosoever you want. It is grace. It is grace. And it's not something to be taken for granted, because even in Europe, that freedom will not last either, because it's coming at a time whereby there will be restrictions. But I should say, me who is living actually here and seeing what happened there and being there, it's just grace. So but anyway, these wars are going to lead us into a confrontation of these two nations, which might be deadly for the region, not only the region, but if it goes abroad the region, it can be even a worldwide issue. So we hope that this thing can fix itself, and those politicians can find solutions to that, because the people who are dying actually are innocent people who do not have anything to do with this. So as for the terrorists, please, terrorists, stop terrorizing people, okay? Thank you. Let's live for peace, as long as peace is there. So anyway, see you on the next one, and bye.